So I don't know if I'm gonna have an image, just an image out, or just gonna me floating around the screen. I don't know how I'm gonna have this video out. But yeah, this is not gonna be your regular, concise edited video that I normally have out. No, this is just gonna be me ranting my ass off because I felt like I needed to get this out of my chest for the fucking longest time. So this is gonna be the biggest Kitso rant of all time. So if you are not a manga reader of Jujutsu Kaisen and you have not encountered any spoilers surrounding the new chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, I suggest for you to leave this video immediately. Leave now. So there you go. I'm giving you that warning. If you do not want to get spoiled on this new chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, if you are a manga reader, then yeah, leave as well. So yeah, now warning aside, man, yo, leakers have to go, man. That's the best way that I can start something like this. Leakers have to go. This leak culture that we have enabled has to fucking go, man. I am so tired. I am so exhausted. I am so in just complete utter fuck. I don't even have the words. I'm just tired. That's the best way to describe shit like that. I'm just tired. So to give you the backstory, I woke up 6 a.m. like I usually do. Even though I have an alarm, I sometimes wake up like an hour and a half before it for whatever reason. My brain's just wired like that, I guess. But I grab my phone, right? And usually at this point, I don't read leaks because I want to read the leaks. I read the leaks because I don't want to get spoiled before the official translations come out. So I have no other choice but to read them, so I'm able to get the full context. And I put that in quotation marks because obviously I'm having to deal with like summaries, since I don't read Japanese myself. So yeah, but I go to Twitter, right? I open Twitter, not even going to the account that you would find the leaks, or I guess you could say the leaker himself. The moment I open the app, I get hit with the panel that we have all seen. We have all seen it, with Gojo just dead, right? And to me, it's like, how can I like? There's no other way to say it, but like, I can only imagine what it must be like for like anime onlys. Imagine you being an anime only, waiting for Shibuya. You're ready to see Gojo in action against these cursed spirits in the fucking station, right? You're excited. And then all of a sudden, in the morning, you grab your phone. You get hit with the fattest Gojo death panel. My guy. Yo. I don't know, but like, the fact that we have allowed leakers to take hostage of the manga, of the weekly manga reading experience to this extent is fucking insane to me. And before I even get further, I want to just say that I don't want to seem like a hypocrite in any way, shape, or form. If you go back slightly on my channel, as far as like my beginnings, you will see that I used to make spoiler content, I guess you could say, on Jujutsu Kaisen. But if you could see, I stopped doing that because it's like I realized that it stopped being about, I guess, talking about the series from a place of enjoyment, and it started becoming more of who can get the fastest spoiler video out. I think I fucked the sentence up, but you get the idea. And the frustrating part about this is like, usually, at least how I used to do my videos, I try my best to like use thumbnails that didn't particularly spoil people and use titles that didn't spoil people. And if somebody were to go to me or somebody tap out in the comment section that the videos that I usually did, or the videos that I did do back then, were spoiler territory, I guess, then I'll take ownership of that and say that, yeah, I apologize and I'm moved on from that, which I don't have a problem with admitting in any way, shape, or form. And it's just that for whatever reason, some content creators, which I'm not gonna name, have for whatever reason decided like you're apparently entitled for being upset about this. And what content creators just refuse to like acknowledge is like on Twitter, you at least have the option to be able to mute words, hashtags, and things of that nature. I think it doesn't do shit. I mean, you literally will still sometimes see the fucking panels, even if you have everything under the sun muted. But on YouTube, you don't have that option. You don't have an option to be able to like blur thumbnails unless you actively clicked on them to see the thumbnails. You don't have options like these to like tell your experience in a way that you don't get to protect yourself from spoilers. Sometimes you can get spoiled by just notifications. You don't even need to be on the damn app and you can still be spoiled. That is how easily you can get spoiled by shit like this. And I remember me at the time when I was reading One Piece on a weekly basis. After 5 weeks of catching up, this is where Gear 5 was about to show up, right? But before the chapter dropped, I remember me muting everything. I did not want to potentially be spoiled Gear 5. I wanted to read the chapter and be surprised. And surprisingly, even though usually when you mute shit on Twitter, you still see it pop up. But luckily, in that instance, I was able to dodge shit on Twitter entirely. But someone who's I'm not gonna name drop them. I'm not. But and I look up to them since they're very good at what they do, right? I took them as a primarily Bleach channel, and they kind of are because they drop Bleach channels on a daily, but for the most part. But if we look at it as a whole, they also drop videos on other series, but Bleach is mainly one of them. Yo, I get a YouTube notification and I get smacked in the face with the fattest Gear 5 spoiler of all time. Clear as day in the thumbnail. I lost my shit when I saw that because it's like, how could I even remotely dodge this? How could I? How can you? And I understand that some people, build their livelihoods around leaks. I get it. I understand it. Get your money up. I understand it. But it's like, it doesn't take that much for you to still have the same amount of views and still do the spoiler content. You quite like, I don't understand. I don't understand this like stubbornness that some people have surrounding this subject. And you add all this up and then you have leakers, the leakers themselves, who are these entitled individuals who are so clout hungry that they don't even have the decency to also mark their images as spoilers. No. That takes too much effort to do. It's not like you literally, all you have to do is click on sensitive image or label the image as sensitive on Twitter and ba-boom, you have the thing. You have the thing blurred. Nah, apparently that's too much effort for these guys. Shit has been so terrible on JJK's side of things that even I think that like the translator for fucking Jujutsu Kaisen decided to leave Twitter. Like, dude, it has gone so fucking bad. I'm not gonna say that I'm dropping JJK because I'm not. That would be a lie. But I just decided to take the stance and say, fuck leaks. Just fuck them. I'm just going to wait for the officials. I'm just going to mute Jujutsu Kaisen in its entirety. I did it a few weeks back, but then I took them off. I'm gonna do it again and keep them muted because I'm tired of just straight up having to deal with this bullshit surrounding Jujutsu Kaisen. It's exhausting and it's unfortunate because I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I do. But for fuck's sake, man, it's insane to me that you literally are stepping on eggshells on social media to fucking not get spoiled, fam. You literally could be the most careful individual of all time and you will still get spoiled. It's crazy. So it's insane to me how we have let leakers to, in a way, hold hostage the weekly reading experience of manga is insane to me. In a way, I am thankful that Chainsaw Man, apart from the few times that it happened in part 2, it hasn't suffered from this, because I literally, sometimes I even forget that it's Tuesday. And when I get the notification on the Shonen Jump app, oh shit, new Chainsaw Man chapters out, I get a sense of joy and happiness. I don't have that with like Jujutsu Kaisen and other series that come out on Sunday. I don't have that. Why? Because I get spoiled before I even get there. And the fact that many people who are not even manga readers, anime onlys, got spoiled on basically the biggest moment in Jujutsu Kaisen history at this point is actually sad, man. It is sad. It is disrespectful to fucking Gege, to everybody who even works at Viz. And I don't even like Viz like that. Ironically enough, I literally I look behind me and I see a shit ton of manga from Viz, but I'm not really the biggest fan of them as far as their practices, as far as their translations sometimes. And here's the thing, fan translations can exist. It's not like I'm sitting here and saying you have to depend on Viz. That's not the argument, or I don't want this to be something that people take away from this. Fan translations can exist after the officials are out, because that way everybody doesn't have to deal with the bullshit of being spoiled. Everybody waits on Sunday, they read the manga, they feel like shit is off, they read from other people out there in the community that have either a similar grasp or even bigger grasp on the Japanese language, and able to translate the chapters themselves, and we get a more accurate translation. And there you go. We're literally back. In this scenario, we're literally to where we are now without the spoiler shit. But for whatever reason, just, you know, leakers just need to exist for whatever reason. Leakers have to exist. It isn't as if like leakers didn't exist when shit like this began. Oh man, I'm tired. It's unfortunate that things came this way, and putting my feelings aside on the chapter itself, because quite frankly, I don't really know how to feel about it. I don't. Like, I don't know what to say in regards to this fight at this point, or at least its conclusion. I enjoyed the fight, but its conclusion is something that I'm literally just scratching my head, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this, but I'm just gonna let Gege cook 3-4 chapters before I give my opinion out. But my feelings on the chapter aside, this leak shit needs to go. It's just too much. It's just too clout hungry. It's just too obnoxious. It's just too draining. That's what it is. It just drains you the feeling of like reading a manga. This is why the mangas that don't get fucking leaked, I have the most fun with. And I enjoy them so fucking much, because I don't have to deal with like such a clout hungry community that just cannot help themselves but to spoil shit for everybody. Anime only, manga reader, and even people who read the leaks get spoiled because they don't even have the chance to fucking read the leaks in order before they encounter a leak out of order. That is how insane this shit has gotten. Yeah, I am done ranting about this shit, because I feel like if I continue, I'm just gonna go around in circles with this. Tell me you guys' thoughts surrounding this shit. Around leaks. Also the chapter, I guess. Now that we're talking about it. What are your thoughts? Are your full copium regarding Gojo? I mean, I predicted that Gojo was gonna die, but yeah, I don't know about the explanation. I don't know how about how Gege went with that, but yeah. So yeah, what are your thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen currently with this chapter? What are your thoughts on leak in general? Do you wish that they were gone? Do you enjoy reading leaks, and do you enjoy leak content in general? I am interested in you guys' thoughts down in the comment section down below. If you made it this video all the way through, you're a fucking trooper. This is easily the most lazy video I put out by a country mile. So if you made it out this long to the very end, salute to you. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Here are 2 videos that I recommend you watch. And with that, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day wherever you are. See you guys in the next one. Jesus Christ, man.